So this is old Salem Church. Not sure how old this building is. Um, I imagine it's been here for a while. I know the 1950 survey maps show this building uh, being here. The maps don't go any further than 1950s, I believe. So it's hard to tell how long it's been there. The construction is pretty old. Yeah, don't let the aluminum windows fool you. All these old churches over the years have been renovated and upgraded. And it's tin roof. It's a little pine tree here. Grew up right there next to the church. It's on this last leg here for sure. This is down a road called Salem Road. So it's a dirt road. Let's see if I can see any telltale signs of how old this place is. I do believe it's a Baptist church. I do believe. It has that traditional Baptist church concave look to it. Architecture inside. Looks like the inside used to be just flatboards. Then sheetrock was looks like added to it later. Kind of ashamed to see these kind of places like this. That used to be a little chimney pipe for a wood burning stove. So that does put the place at a certain age. It used to be a prod piano. By the state of it, looks like someone probably tore it apart. To get that big brass. Oh, it's a big brass thing in the back. Pianos have big brass, like a big brass framework that all your piano wires attached to. So someone probably someone probably stole it, tore it apart, and just for the brass. It's a little shame. This is where I guess the pulpit would have been at one time. It's also gone. Rather simple church, nothing too out of the ordinary. The floor definitely feels soft. This is one of your bathrooms. Like I said, real simple door. I mean, this is real simple church. Yeah, it's funny. I step in the on this floor and I hear the walls creaking. Yeah, here's the back side. Yeah, so it's just simple wood planking. Probably original or close to original of the church. Someone done stole the wire out of it. Oh, light bulb. I have not seen one like that. Huh. Yeah, that's bizarre. I've never seen a bulb like that. I have to try to look that up. Not sure when the church stopped having a congregation. It's concrete steps. Yeah, I'm not sure when the church stopped having a congregation. Yeah, the camera probably can't pick it up, but there's definitely a hump. Definitely a hump in the building. You sort of low that end, high that end, and low on this end. That's all the rain we'll be getting here in Houston. Well, this is actually this is in between Cleveland, Texas, and like New Waverly, Conroe, like in between. All the rain we've been getting here in Texas. I would imagine this kind of structure probably won't be here forever. Another bathroom. Looks to be wood paneling over the plank, so it's not crazy old round nails, so there's no square nails, so we ain't looking at 1860s. But yeah, I wouldn't doubt the Pleasant Hill Church. I wouldn't doubt this place could be pushing 100 years old. I'll try to do some more research on this. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. Now I'm looking around, see if I can find me a carbide gas generator. Those were used at over 100 years ago, turn of the century, like 1890s, 1880s, up to 1900s. And if I can talk here, carbide generator, you have a tank in the ground, fill it full of water, and you add carbide, and the chemical reaction creates a carbide gas, and the gas is flammable. And you would pump that into your house or your building or whatever, church, whatever, and that would be how you would light it. It would be carbide generator. We have these little carbide lamps. The miners back in the old days used carbide lamps to have a little thing of water, and they throw carbide in there, and they light it produces gas, and they light the lamp, and that's why the old you go out west, the old mines often have graffiti done by the miners using their carbide lamps, because the carbide, if you put it up on an object, it will make a little black smudge. So that tree's right up against that for sure. So look at these footers. They're not. I just can't. It's hard to gauge it with the concrete, because concrete's been around for 100 years. Over 100 years. The Romans had a concrete 2,000 years ago. So, but I am looking at this big old. Let's see, it's a big old beam this is actually on. So nothing screaming, 1800s. But it's been here long enough for these pine trees to actually hit the building, and then grow up around the building a little bit. Kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm not seeing any carbide gas generators. So if I got on drum, that's the steps going back to one of the bathrooms. Let's go check some out. Got an interesting stone. Looks like some kind of a sandstone, which isn't too uncommon for this area. Not too far from here, there's a place I go hunting at. And it's a lot of mix of sandstone and this red soil with the little iron oxide pebbles and stuff in it. But yeah, I'm not seeing any gas unit or carbide gas emitters anywhere. Which don't mean anything. Could be one here, I just don't see it. Often they're on the ground, flush with the ground. So, hold on, what's that? Let me see. Hold on. I thought I saw one. It was just debris on the ground. What is this? Probably a pump house, maybe. Yeah, pump house, well house, whatever we want to call it. So again, it's been some upgrades over the years. Just for that's PVC piping and now those windows there are probably original to the house because it's just wood pane windows. Yeah, I think that's all we're gonna have for the church. Now this church does have two cemeteries, which is kind of weird, but behind the church, I ran across this. I don't really think it's. Yeah, it's just a shed. Nothing spectacular. A barn or something. I can tell it's made a lot newer stuff in it. Yeah, it could be old. Cause I'm seeing that one. See if I can zoom in. That one timber there has actually had bark on it still. Then it has looks like some tar paper with planks over it. Looks like. Yeah, don't know. Don't know. Let's go check the cemeteries out and see what the dates are, because I'm kind of curious. Now, this is the small cemetery, small one. The larger one is across the street over there. But a lot of times, the age of the cemetery or the graves tells you somewhat the age of the church. I'm not seeing anything too crazy old. 1990, 96, 2001. So yeah, those aren't. Here's 2004. These aren't like crazy old so far. Like I said, another church has been here since the 50s. That's 87. Here's a 68. It's a veteran's grave. It's another veteran's grave. It's a 76. 77. Also, I'm trying to see if any, here's a 66 right there. If any of these graves have names in common, like a family plot or something. I'm not seeing a lot of. It's very random. So let's head over to the big cemetery because it's larger, and see about those. So far, what is it? 50. Late 50s is as old as I've seen so far. There's the old church. There's a small cemetery. Here's a big cemetery. I was kind of wondering also, maybe these are segregated cemeteries. Maybe one cemetery is an African American and one is a white cemetery. I know desegregation happened in the 1960s, but that was just by law. There are still people out there who still practice segregation. And so, especially out here in very rural areas, just because in the other cities, segregation became illegal, doesn't mean that it wasn't still practiced out here, if that makes any sense. Right there, look at some old tombstones. You know, you get old when all you have is little markers like this. So here's another veteran's grave, 1949. So that's now the oldest so far. When I see something like that, it doesn't mean old. It just means it's a poor, poor family who didn't have the money for a tombstone. I can't even read that. This is 19. This is 1950, 1940. Depending on what angle I look at it, it gives me a different date. Okay, that's definitely 1940 here. So, and these little, basically just concrete markers. I don't see any names or anything. If there were names on it at one time, they wore off. Well, the way I would make these, I'm not sure how you would, but the way I'd make them, dig me a little hole in the ground. Yeah, I'll dig a little hole in the ground and shape it the way I want it, and then pour the concrete. And then once it sets up, lift it up, and there's the tombstone. That's a 1980, 84. So yeah, another little tombstone that got knocked over. Yeah, that's 58. Now this has writing on it. There's no pulling any information off that. 1941. Yeah, it's a cool little cemetery. That's your headstone. That's more like your footstone. A lot of old cemeteries had a headstone and footstones. So you find a cemetery that has, I think there's 4 graves. Actually, mine only have just 2 graves. Just one with a headstone and a footstone. Like right here, we have a headstone. Alonzo Treadwell, and we have the footstone here, which is AT, Alonzo Treadwell. 1966, 67, 71. So yeah, 1940 looks like the oldest we're going to have, oldest grave here. This person here doesn't have a stone. All they have is a funeral home marker. Little stone here by the cedar tree. There's no reading it. And the funeral home information, let me see if I can read that. Age 71, died. Yeah, I can't even. I can't read that. Let me look around a little bit, see if I can find older than 1940. And then that might be it. So over here we have a memorial tombstone, 1938. So 1938 is now the oldest one out here. I see a couple other ones that look older, but let me see. Yeah, these are all new. Yeah, I mean mid 2000s, 2010 is the newest I've seen so far. Let's see. No writing. This one. No, here's some writing. Ooh, that bottom date, 19. I can't read it. Something 0. It could be 30. Hold on. Yeah, let me take a photo and try to put it through some filters and see if I can pull that date a little better. Yeah, it's 1946 on this one here. I think our newest grave is over here. So I see a pile of dirt. First I thought that was a grave, but it looked too irregular. And I realized it's actually over here. And that is our newest grave, probably done within this year or so. No headstone, no tombstone, nothing. Just a funeral marker, a funeral plaque. Yeah. 1974, 2024. Wow, she's my age. I born 74. So yep, that's all we have. I wonder how many other graves are out here just aren't marked. I don't know. Yep, that's all I got. I'm gonna head back to Houston. I got a little bit of drive ahead of me from getting back. Yep, the old Salem Church. This is the old Salem Road. So yeah, this is dirt road. We know the church has been here probably going into the 1930s. That's the oldest grave in the cemetery. That's all I got for now.